Greetings. This is going to be our daily message for November the 17th. So let's go ahead and get into what we got here. Okay. So while I was lying in bed last night, I heard endure until the end. And I'm familiar with the scripture that resonates with that, but I wasn't sure. So I looked it up, and it's scripture Matthew 24:13, which is enduring to the end, right? So I was like in a space. I've been releasing so much. Like my ego has been having like a fit with just letting go and releasing things that I've been so accustomed to. I just start crying out of nowhere, and just like, it's just been really tough, but it's almost like that it's something good that's happening, but at the same time it's just like so painful too, all the while, like bittersweet. It's so many confirmations of the change that's happening, and it's like we're at the end of releasing, and I feel like this is the time where a lot of people are going through changes. As the season shifts, so do we. The universe is going through its changes. Rather than us like flowing with that, there's a lot of fear in the air. There's a lot of this is going to happen, that's going to happen, and throws us off. Rather than expecting the best after the worst, So that's why when I was going through, a spirit showed me something. Because here I am, boohoo crying in the bathroom, just sitting here, just releasing and just losing it. Like, I can't, but at the same time, I feel like something is being restored, something new in me. Which I feel like is also happening within your situations as well. Like, we're not alone in this. One of my sisters sent me a picture on Instagram yesterday. It's more like a meme or whatever, but it says, "You're not being attacked, you're being elevated. Hold on, it's almost over." And it came like at a perfect time because I felt like I was being attacked. You know how it is. Like when you're having a good day and things are just flowing, and all of a sudden someone out of nowhere does something or says something to you that's like throws you off, or you have like a negative thought or something, and it just messes everything up. But long story short, sometimes we got to go through the pressure in order, endure those things. And that is the word that came to me, is endure. In order to reach those places of elevation spiritually and within our physical life and reality. So it's necessary to grow through those experiences. And that's why I want to get to the scripture that I found. Before I do, I wanted to look at the dictionary's definition of endure, which says to suffer something painful or difficult patiently, to remain in existence and last. So who can all agree that resonates with this, that this period is challenging, and it is a painful transition. It's not easy. The part that stood out to me was the patiently part in the description, or the definition of endure. And it brings me back to this perspective on patience, and this book that I was reading, and this woman that I found on Instagram, and her definition of patience was not so much about waiting per se, but how we respond to the wait, how we act, how we handle the process of waiting. So the patience process is also very, painful as well. But it depends on how we utilize our time and how we perceive things that shape how we endure, right? And how we handle the process as you transition. So I'm going to get into the scripture, Matthew 24:13. the King James Version, which reads, "But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved." Okay, so let's get into that. So it's like, if you can just hold on without wavering, without giving up, in the end, you will be saved. You will come out of that. And it's like another promise to us, right? To understand that verse, you would have to read the previous verse or that chapter, which speaks about overcoming the destruction of Jerusalem at the time. So if you think about it, actually it was the destructions of the temples in Jerusalem, and the different signs and things that were taking place, that there was going to be endings around that time. Same thing in this time. It was all about the sign of the times and the ending of an era or an age in that time. This was Jesus predicting these things. And I feel like if you look at it from it's actually very profound. If you read chapter 24 and what he's saying, it relates to what's happening now, even in the world. So, the rumors of wars and things, it's a lot. So the message is that to endure, to go through this process without fainting, without giving into fear, without giving into doubt, going backward. You cannot give up. You have to continue to keep moving. You have to keep going. As they say, only the strong will survive. And that, I'm not taking that in a sense of something specific, but it could be personally for you in relations to whatever it is that you're currently enduring at this time. It's a lot going on. There's a lot of this and a lot of that, and you have to seek counsel for yourself first and foremost. And I keep saying this, like, we need to seek divine counsel with our Creator first and foremost. So we have to do that. It's so important. It's imperative that we seek our Creator, that we seek divine counsel with God for ourselves before we even look outside, and someone else's voice should not counsel out what God says to you. There's many philosophy, there's many different perspectives and insights, but one thing that will stand true, and I stand on this, is God's truth will always prevail in the end, always. So it's up to us to find what that truth is within our personal relationship with God, and, being able to discern anything that goes outside of that. So, that is the message. Something completely just slipped my mind that I was going to say in relations to that, and I pray it comes back later if it's meant to. But I send everybody much love, and have a blessed rest of your day. And I will catch you guys in the next daily message. And until next time, peace.